Hey team, Major Foe here. Operation Cipher, turn 9.2 for Russia and no CCP. A bit of housekeeping from previous turns. Germany took two territories off of Russia, which lowered my income by two, but it also lowers um, my income to get to full production by two as well. Just for the territories I own. I'm still tracking the other income whenever I do become full production. So full production now is at 44, unless I take those two territories back, then it'll pop back up. Currently, I am sitting at 34. Okay, so we'll start with the income dice roll. We need something high. That is something very high. That goes from 34. The max I can get to is 44, so I am now at full income. Also, I add the 3, 1, 2, 3 territories that I already own. So I'll go flip those. So Russia is now at full income. So all the territories I did take are now Russian territories. Okay, so that's cleaned up. Russia has 4 tech rolls. We have advanced artillery. I need a 7 or higher. That's a 1. That's a complete miss. Improved factories, 7 or higher. That's a 10. Is it shift? Control? No, alt. 10. So that goes to stage 2. Jet fighters, 8 or higher. That's a 5. That's a miss. And strategic rockets, 9 or higher. That's a 1. That's a miss. So 2 for 2. Not too bad. Not great. Okay, Russia has $39. They'll spend $1 on an infantry upgrade. They'll spend $12 on 2 medium tanks. That brings them to 26. Lend-lease the FEC a anti-aircraft gun for 4. That's 22. A fighter and a militia is 12. That brings me down to 10. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 3 militia and 2 militia upgrades is $10. Okay, let's go for attacks. So 1 infantry will move into Ankara. Russia will go up $1 for that. Apologies, I'm on the laptop, so things are a bit slower. So we're now at $48. Okay, into this Turkish territory with the militia and the artillery, we'll go 3 infantry. And the tactical bomber will move 1, 2, 3. It'll have 2 movements remaining. I wasn't tracking that. Didn't realize there was an airbase there. So in that case, I'll take all 6 of the infantry into here with the tactical bomber. So that will adjust this fight. Okay, odds might be a little better that time. Into Torita, I'm going to take 2 motorized from Crimea, take a militia from Donetsk, Kuban, take a militia from eastern Ukraine, and the 3 motorized from Kiev. So there's 5 motorized, 2 militia. The airborne from Smolensk will come down and drop into that fight as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 motorized, 2 militia, and an airborne versus an infantry and an airborne. Into Western Ukraine, we'll take 3 militia and 2 fighters. So that one's a bit riskier. 3 militia, 2 fighters against the 2 infantry. And I believe that will be all the attacks. We'll start with the pain down here first. They have an artillery at 3. First strike. That's an 11. That's a miss. We have 6 infantry and a tactical bomber with target select. And they're all misses. So their militia at a 2. That's a miss. So all of my infantry are 1s because we're in the mountains. So we'll roll this all again. So the purple dice is the artillery. Okay, so I see 2 hits on the infantry side and 1 hit on the militia side. So the 2 hits on the infantry side will take out their 2 units, and I will lose 1 infantry. Correct, militia hit, artillery missed, tactical missed, both times that was useless, and 2 1s on the infantry side. So that... throw those dice up there. So... now, tactical bomber has 2 movements remaining. The airfield, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 moves remaining. 4, 5. It'll go back to Transcaucasia on its non-combat movement. Okay, let's try Tarita. Tarita has 5 infantry at 2, or motorized at 2, and there's no rivers on either side of this. Came out because we're going here to here. And then the airborne at a 3 in the first round. The militia at 2. So I see a 1 and a 1. So that's both hits. So they have an airborne at 2 and an infantry at 4. Infantry's in black, and they're both misses. So both of these units are destroyed. And that goes back to Russia. So Russia's up 1, Germany's down 1. Germany's 51, Russia is 49. Okay. Lost my place. So we're 2 for 2. Let's see how bad this one goes. Okay, so 3 militia not crossing a river, 2 infantry, or correct, versus 2 infantry, and the 2 fighters are there as well. So 3 militia. Is that a 1 or 2? Jeez, my brain hurts for a second there. Militia, yeah, attacking at 1. Geez, I hope I didn't make a mistake earlier. Can't remember. I think it was a 1 anyway. So 3 militia at a 1, 2 fighters at 6s versus 2 infantry at 4. So there's 1 hit and 1 hit. And that's a 9 and a 1. So 1 infantry is dead and 1 militia is dead. Okay. Round 2. The fighter hits, both militia miss, and the infantry also miss. So I lost an infantry, or correction, a militia, and they've lost both infantry, and the territory flips back to Russia, and there's 2 militia remaining. So Germany goes to 50, and Russia goes to 50. Look at that. Okay, on to non-combat movements. Okay, tactical bomber moves 1 to Eastern Anatolia and 2 to Transcaucasia, finishes his movements there. Both fighters move back into Kiev, knocking over everything else. Okay, the 2 infantry will move down from Eastern Ukraine. There are 5 motorized, 2 militia, and an airborne in Tarita. The air transport will move into Kiev. The airborne and 4 infantry will move to Oral Kursk to Eastern Ukraine. The 5 infantry in Stalingrad will move forward into Tula-Lipetsk. The militia will move from Tula-Lipetsk to Stalingrad, and the 5 infantry from Moscow will move to Tula-Lipetsk. Infantry in southern Belarus will move to Oral Kursk. 3 infantry in Viipuri will move into Lapland. 2 infantry from Leningrad will rail to Helsinki. Okay. I think that's it. Nope, this militia in southern Belarus will move back to Smolensk. The militia in Poland, yep, will move into northern Belarus. And the one in Estonia will move into Leningrad. The militia in western Russia will move to northern Russia. The militia in Smolensk will move to western Russia. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to leave 1 infantry in Moscow, so there'll be 9 infantry in Tula-Lipetsk from now. This cavalry will move 1 into Central Mongolia, 2 into Tanatuva. Oh, we'll move it to whatever that is, Kobdo. The cavalry will move 2 spaces through the mountains. Okay, I think that's all the non-combat, except for this submarine. Has to move up to P1. That's the last of my ships. I've got this one little guy left here too. All right, on to placement of units. Out of the port in Primorsky Krai, I'm not at war with Japan. There's no German subs in the way. That'll move into Calcutta. Okay, that Soviet fighter will go into Kiev with 3 militia. I may need some markers here soon. That 1 militia. 1 militia upgrade is going to Helsinki, and the other militia is going to Helsinki. Okay, and then 1 militia upgrade is going to Transcaucasia. The motorized upgrade is going in Oral Kursk. And the 2 tanks are also going to Oral Kursk. Okay, Russia has $50 and 3 for propaganda. The lend-lease from the states can't happen due to subs on the line, so that should be $53. Okay, and that will conclude the Russian turn. Thanks again for watching.